All right, this is Derek Hall with FitnessVault.com. Today I'm being joined by the 2020 World's Strongest Man runner-up, the one, the only, Tom Stoltman. Tom, how are you feeling today?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I mean, it was a hard week competing, and I'm just glad it's over and I got what I came for, so I'm happy, really happy.
All right, well, congratulations on the big performance. You had a bit of a comeback, so to speak. You had a little bit of a rough start. You barely made it to the finals. You had to do the stone off to make it there. And then you started off the day a little bit behind, but then you managed to pull it back with the last two events. Were there any doubts in your mind that you'd be able to make it to the podium at the end of the day?
No, even the whole week, I mean, I knew the group was going to be the toughest. I mean, that was one of the toughest groups at Worlds this year, and I knocked out two of the best guys in the world through the stones. That's why I was confident because, in my eyes, nobody can beat me at stones. And then in the group, yeah, I started off bad, but I mean, fifth place in your first event after mistakes, all right. And then I was consistent, I won the keg toss in the first day, won two events today. But yeah, if you said second place at the start of the week, I would be happy for that. And I'm just buzzing and it's not sunk in yet. The first Scottish guy to ever get on a podium is a special feeling as well. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure you feel great right now. What would you say was the hardest event for you?
I mean, the Hercules hold is one of my events that I just can't do. I don't know why it is, but I mean, I think the qualifying, to be honest, was the hardest. In the qualifying, I had three of my worst events, and I still got out the group, which for me it means how much I've improved. All my weaknesses have gone up. Squats and farmers were two of my worst events, and dumbbells, and to get out the group as I did was a special feeling as well. So yeah, I think those three events in the groups were the kind of big turning point in the competition for me.
What have you done differently to help you improve on those events that were a little bit weaker for you traditionally?
I mean, I think everybody's seen it this year. Like after that anvil drop, I came back on the yoke and beat JF in the yoke, and I mean my speed's gone up. Obviously the log press as well today. I won that event. And my pressing's gone up. I'm just in the gym. I'm living and breathing this sport, and I'm sacrificing a lot of things to kind of be here. 26-year-olds is you could be out partying and spending time with my wife, but I put my wife and my family second to Schnell, and I put strongman first. So I've literally just have that mindset of to get better at these events and to get better at strongman altogether, you need to do the stuff you don't like to train, and that's what I've been doing. I was hitting squats, I was hitting farmers, I was hitting dumbbell, the events I did not like, and that helped me get much better. So.
Now, obviously, we all know that you are a killer when it comes to Atlas stones, probably the best in the world. Besides that, what would you say was the easiest event for you?
To be honest, I was shocked that actually the log medley. I was quite under pressure with that because obviously I was going first up by myself, and I just wanted to do it like I was doing in training, nice and good pace. And to get that last log up how it did, I was really shocked, and to know that only Jerry Pritchett was the other guy to press, that was a really good feeling. But yeah, log press was the one that I really enjoyed this year.
Besides that, with how easy that came, were there any other surprises that you had from this year?
No, I mean, I think my battle to the second place, after the kind of start I had as well. And then obviously, when I seen that group, like I said, I think getting out the group, as kind of convincingly as I did, people think I might have struggled, but I would actually, I finished second overall in the group. So, but I think those two things are kind of the big massive turning points for me, I think people might have ripped me off because obviously events that I had, I'm known for deadlifts and I'm known for like the log press, but squat and dumbbell, that was last year. I would have not probably made it out the group. So yeah.
Now, you alluded to this earlier. You're not exactly the best when it comes to the Hercules hold. No shame in that, of course. But one of the big things that was coming out as you were doing that Hercules hold was your brother on the sidelines cheering you on. What did that mean to you? Were you able to hear him?
Yeah, I mean, I could hear Luke, but it's just, for some reason, Hercules is just always my nemesis. But I just keep practicing it. It's Luke's always a supporter for me. Even if we didn't make it to the final, he's a guy that got me through it today. After that Hercules slip up, I kind of lost a bit of faith in myself. I went back to the hotel and was like, am I good enough? I tried to question myself, but then Luke told me, you're gonna win the loading and you're gonna win you're gonna win the log and you're gonna win the stones, and that's what I did, and it turned out to be a very good result in the end. So yeah, Luke's a massive help this year.
Well, that's certainly inspirational to hear. Now, as you said, you're real young, one of the youngest competitors in the event. What's next for you moving forward?
I'm just going to go back here, let it settle in when I get home, spend some time with the wife, and get back to the drawing board. I've got a lot of things I can work on, a lot of things to improve, and I'm hungry for it. I want to win, the British Championships, the Europeans. I want to go to Arnold's. I want to break some world records in the stone again. But most importantly, I want that World's Strongest Man title more than anything right now. I was this close this year, and I gave myself, I said before this competition that 2020 I'd get on the podium, and 2021 I'd win it. And I keep that promise, because obviously I'd said to my wife I didn't want to win it without her being here. So I kept that promise there. So.
Hey, I guess keeping promises in relationships is probably the most important thing, right? Yeah. Whether they say happy wife, happy life, right? Yeah. So obviously you were the first Scottish competitor to make it to the podium. What did that mean to you in terms of your pride for your country?
Yeah, I mean, I always, when I put that name on the back of when I have that shirt on, Stoltman's, I want to have that as a legacy, but I also want my country to be proud of me, and hopefully I'm doing that, to everyone back home in the Highlands, but especially Scotland. Stuart Murray, who is kind of the organizer guy in Scotland, that has given me the opportunity to, be part of the Scottish kind of strongman scene, who has really pushed my name out there as well. And if it wasn't for the likes of these guys, there wouldn't be a Tom Stoltman. And I'm just, hopefully everyone back home and everyone in Scotland's proud, because I've kind of put Scotland definitely on the map, and it's just the start. My second proper strongman appearance, and I'm a World's Strongest Man appearance, and I've made the final twice, and I'm on the podium. So it's going to be a really special feeling, and it's going to live in the Scottish history books for a long, long time. So.
No, there's still time to decompress and take in everything that's happened over the last week or so. But do you have any ideas on what you plan to improve on so that you can achieve that goal of winning next year?
I mean, I'm just going to keep doing what I do. I took on my nutritionist and a coach in February this year. Obviously thinking there was going to be competitions, but with that, I mean, I've broken 3 stone world records this year already, and came second at World's Strongest Man. So, I mean, what more could you want? Like from 5th place to 2nd place and to break 3 world records, you can't really get a better year than that with what's going on in the world right now. So I've not really thought of that. In my eyes, I know what I have to do, and I'll do that when I need to. But I'm just going to enjoy this moment and think of the next competition. So
All right. Well, I'll get you out of here on this. And again, I really do appreciate you taking the time out so soon after a hard weekend of work. What's your one message to your fans back home who have been cheering you on this whole time?
Yeah, well, I just want to say thank you for every single one of you guys. If it wasn't for you guys, I'd never be able to be here. The messages I've had, the support has been unbelievable, and it's driven me over the line. So just thank you to everyone.
All right. Well, thanks again for taking the time out. You get some rest, and we hope to see you back in action soon.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you very much.